Everyone wants to control their emotions, like this dude, but most fail miserably. Why is that? Emotional control is tough, while most people aren't. People want an easy hack to instantly get ahead of their peers, but in self-improvement there aren't many easy hacks. In order to truly master your emotions, you need to have the right tools, and you need to be using them consistently, for years. In this video I give you those tools, but the rest is up to you. So, have you ever heard of emotional intelligence? It's the thing that causes some people to stay calm while others panic. It's like a bridge between your logical brain and emotional brain. There are two types of emotional intelligence, intrapersonal and interpersonal. Here's a fun fact. On average, women tend to have higher levels of emotional intelligence than men. They usually score higher in interpersonal emotional intelligence because, as the name suggests, it's about being able to read and understand the emotions of others. So it's about empathy. But in this video I am talking about intrapersonal EQ, which is what you seek. It's about noticing and controlling your own feelings. Now the interesting part begins. One of the core skills of intrapersonal emotional intelligence is self-awareness. It's about the short moment in which you get a feeling, but you can choose whether you react or stay calm. When you get angry, stressed, scared or whatever, if you feel them but are able to detach from them and not act as they tell you, congrats, you're self-aware. Labeling them comes as the further part of the process of self-awareness, but first is the initial decision to slow down and not react. It is the toughest step, because it's really hard to look at your anger logically when your amygdala is firing. Our emotions are way faster than our logic, and self-awareness is about being able to activate your logic when all your emotions are already throwing a party in your head. It is very hard at first, but over time, as your brain builds new connections, it becomes easier and easier. That's how habit forming works. How much time do you need to become an expert? The difference is seen after weeks, but to truly make it permanent and start acting like a sage, you need years of consistent and relentless grind. The next step is emotional awareness. This is the labeling part. In the emotional intelligence slang, it is often also called self-awareness, but in my opinion, true self-awareness starts from the moment of slowing down and not reacting, and labeling what you feel is just a further, optional part of a greater process of awareness. There are a few useful techniques, like emotion wheels, to help you be more precise in identifying your feelings. Personally, I don't like it, but I know that can help. Another good strategy is emotional journal. Write your emotions down, either on paper or on a digital screen. It works because it forces you to scrupulously identify what you feel. I rarely use it, but when I do, I find it satisfying. Emotional journaling also boosts another effect of being emotionally aware, which is identifying what provokes your emotions. Emotional awareness helps you understand what makes you feel a certain way. It helps you find your triggers, so it also helps you know yourself more. And as Sun Tzu wrote, if you don't know the enemy, but know yourself, half of your battles will be victorious. I guess in this context, interpersonal EQ is what would make you know your enemy. And if you feel like this video will help you become a better person, well, that's what my channel is about. I make those videos both for my growth and for my viewers' growth. So don't be shy, join me, slash that subscribe button into a million pieces. Likes and comments are also appreciated. Thanks. And about Ayano Koji, well, I don't know if he watched a video on self-awareness or not, so I don't know what he uses. But the thing is, the techniques I gave you can help you get to the level of acting as calmly as he does. And the rest is called marketing. And one last thing, what's amazing about this whole self-awareness thing is that it's like you had an alarm attached to your brain. An alarm that reminds you to go off autopilot and think positively when you get frustrated, or to think like a stoic when you start whining about life. Or, for the fellow believers, to act like a true Christian when people try to annoy you, and to trust God when life gets tough. Emotional awareness is good, but as Christians we're supposed to rely more on God than on our own strength. Which we also got from him, by the way. When your emotions try to make you sad, or worse, try to make you do something unrighteous, be aware of them, but more importantly, think about God. What would Jesus do? He is always with you, and he will strengthen you if you truly trust in him. Rejoice always, pray without ceasing, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is the will of God in Christ Jesus for you. 1 Thessalonians 5:16-18. If you want to learn some more interesting stuff about self-improvement, the next video is here for you. Thanks for your time. Growth is our duty. Bye.